distinguishing pole opposition. He's the most sacred protected possession in the museum. So when you see him, you'll think of a joint of truth, and the couple have sex more, Angela, Harriet Tubman, Prince Helpmore, Dr. Francis the ISIS papers, the light of the nuclear saturated in calamity. So why not become those with the backbone of humanity? Why? Because insanity has
All right. Instagram. We live right now, yo. We live. We are live. Yes, y'all. Wish I live. Get to the camera. You know what I'm saying? I am Mr. Baby. Dr. Sean, and we are live via the Yaggah Radiocast. As you can hear it, definitely it is Saturday. I appreciate everyone out there for coming through. Most definitely, we got Sour D in the building coming through. 3 p.m. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Very excited for this interview right now. It's a live interview. It is a live interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to recover from the heat. You know what I'm saying? That happened in the summer. For those out there who know what I'm talking about, yes, indeed. Let me make sure that we get our music going right now. You know what I'm saying? So, welcome to the Yaggah Podcast. For those out there who don't understand the building,
on Yaggah
Radio.
My new single, My Shepherd, out available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Stay positive, stay strong, never give up, believe in yourself. You can do it. Yaggah.
All right, all right, all right. Banger, y'all. Brand new banger. Brand new banger. Oh, yes, we are like, what can I say? It's Saturday. Happy Saturday. Yes,
you are genuine, gifted, and humble.
Yaggah, yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? For those out there who are joining us live, it's Saturday, you know what I'm saying? We are trying to make sure that you guys are good. Stay hydrated. I know it's still 103 degrees or something like this. I can hear myself, so I like to give a shout out to moi, for hearing myself loud and clear. Yes, indeed. But we are live. You know, we have a special guest joining us. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur, artist, spoken word. You know what I'm saying? For those out there who are into the hip hop phenomena, this is for you. You know what I'm saying? More definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, Mr. Cleanby, it's all about the movement. You know what I'm saying? I love music. You know what I'm saying? From Afrocentric, you know what I'm saying, to the hip hop centric. You know what I'm saying? From all walks of life. I love music. And for those out there who talk about, oh, I'm a hip hop fan, I'm an art, you know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper, this and that. I can. Sound is gonna be in the building, y'all, because she's been linking up with big time. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about DMX. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the Locks. You know what I'm saying? For those out there who don't know about the Rough Riders, the Right Riders, you know what I'm saying? The Locks, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm just giving y'all a little petite resume right there, because when she comes through at 10 p.m., it's going down, you know what I'm saying, via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast at KRDP. So I appreciate everybody out there for joining me. But besides this, I want to let you enjoy Dr. Sean, where I'm trying to get my friends on Instagram to join us today, down with the DM. What's going on Instagram? What is going on Instagram?
So
What's
if
going
you
on?
didn't know,
Yes.
there are a lot of things going on today. Shout out to the AfriSoul Marketplace that's taking place right now.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you want to support local business owners who are getting their name out there, we want to make sure that you tune in here while you head over there
Yeah,
to
yeah.
support the Black-owned businesses that are in the AfriSoul Marketplace. So I'm excited about today. It's a lot to cover.
A lot to cover.
Yes.
A lot to cover. And then we have the jazz tomorrow. Big shout out to the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge. You know what I'm saying?
Networking has been awesome there.
We stay up till like 1 a.m. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're back in here again. We're back in here, you know what I'm saying, representing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We out here back again. Ceremony Cigar, Coffee Lounge. Tomorrow is Cafe Sunday. It's gonna be a jazzy right now, yo. I'm so excited right now. I'm feeling jazzy right now, you know what I'm saying? I think someone almost talked about something else, but I just said I had some tea. I had some tea. Yaggah. Tea. I had some tea. All right, I had some tea, y'all. Don't be snitching. Don't be snitching. Oh yeah. Oh, I sound right now. Yaggah. Oh yes. Welcome back.
Yaggah.
Yaggah. Woo. Oh my Lord. We are live. We are live. Thank you for the applause. Thank you for the applause, Mr. Cleanby. Oh, I'm so excited to be back again. Dr. Shine. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Welcome back. Welcome back. We have a lot of music in the vote for your but today we have a special guest, man. We are so elated for the guest to be here via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We have seen the guest before, but this is history. We are talking about history. When you come to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, you are talking about history in the making. Yes, indeed. That's what I got to say to all of y'all. But we have some more music in the vote. And also, I want to talk about Deion Sanders effect, because that's what I want to talk about. The big shout out to Deion Sanders, most definitely, man, for actually getting the University of Colorado to the right path. But for those brothers out there who are hating on the brother, man, on prime time, shame on you, because I'm going to talk about this. But until then, let's get back to the vote. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Let's get on, baby. Yeah.
Yaggah.
Oh, hey, 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 hey. Big shout out Ballet, man. This is Cote d'Ivoire all day, man. This is Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, West Africa. That's how we do it, man. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, you know what I'm saying? But until then, Dr. Shane have some advice for y'all. You know, she's telling you to stay healthy, you know what I'm saying, stay hydrated, you know what I'm saying, be good. You know what I'm saying, be good to all. I ain't sick. The doctor said. You know what I'm saying? When the doctor talk, we shall listen, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? We got real doctor healers, spiritual healers, you know what I'm saying? We got social healers, and then we need all like this. You know what I'm saying? We need all that. Was definitely, man. Big shout out to all the Sesame Street gang out there who are reading real books. Yes, kids, read a book. Read a mother loving book. Yes, indeed. Oh, I'm back again. I'm back. I am back again. I mean, like I said, like I said, I mean, you know, for those out there who are going against Deion Sanders, I don't know what to say, especially if you look like me. I'm not sure why you have to go against our brother like that. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like Deion Sanders in prime time. You know what I'm saying? For those out there who don't understand who prime time is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was a Pro Bowl. He's actually he's a Hall of Fame. Okay, he's a Hall of Famer, and I know for a fact that there were some people who pretty much saying that Deion changed the game. He did some things. He pretty much wasn't following the rules of the football. I mean, y'all know how we do. Y'all know how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's all the stuff that people it's just ignorance. It's a fear. It's fear of change most definitely. But like I said, it's amazing how a lot of people are going against him because he was in Jackson State University. You know what I'm saying? He was in Jackson State. And from there, he got, of course, we know about the start with Jackson State, or should I say HBCU schools out there was definitely, let me make sure that we're being heard right now live and clear. All right, yes, indeed, yes, indeed. We are live and clear, y'all. We are live and clear. Please let us know if you cannot hear us. Let us know so we can be able to work on our volume for y'all. We do appreciate KRDP all day. Support KRDP. Yes, we support community radio, man. You know what I'm saying? If you guys, we fell on support, there's a link www.listen2krdp.com. You can support, donate, sponsor. You can support the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, Be On Point, All the Service Group, Soul Stone Live. There's a whole lot of shows going on live and direct for you out there to be part of the movement. And we do appreciate for everybody to be part of the movement. But yes, again, and also those out there who are voting, please, because I know some of y'all always tells me that Mr. Clinton, you need to stop focusing on politics. You always talk about politicking. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Clinton always focus on politics, left and right. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, like, right now we have the current president of the United States, aka Smokey Joe, who has been fired, who have an impeachment inquiry. If I get my English political, curriculum rights, well, pretty much the House of Representatives, which is Congress,
Right.
pretty much
Republican
like, you know what I'm saying? Or I should say AKA, because not all Republicans are the same, because I got GOP friends out there. So big shout to all my Republican friends out there who actually care about money and not oppressing us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got to say. But we do have, a certain group of people who are just so ready just to, creating chaos everywhere, creating chaos and, just gonna bring some, some viral, internet stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much want to be known on, online because of, you know what I'm saying? If you know it online, everybody's gonna know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can be, you can have a group of people that can side with you because, of course, even right now, as you guys see the insurrection trial, you know what I'm saying? folks out there don't understand that there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on. You know, a lot of lawful situations that folks are not talking about it. But of course, you know what I mean, if you go on TV, if you go to a certain outlet on TV, and you can be able to, kind of express your opinion about, this is my rights, my First Amendment. Like, but last time I checked, you know what I'm saying, the American justice system is about facts and not emotions. Last time I checked, the American justice system, anyone that goes to court or anyone that has any experimental with the justice system in the United States must understand that you can go on TV, you can go on social media and express all your feelings, express everything that you wanna say. But once you face that person in a big role with 4 or 5 people who are pretty much are going to judge, your faith, your life faith. That's something that folks should be paying attention to. Unfortunately, we have people out there who pretty much are not educating the mass to know how the system operates, because of course, what I'm saying, now we got this impeachment crap that just affecting my bottom line, and I'm pretty sure it's affecting your bottom line, because of course nobody knows that anyone that we elect, we pay for their salary, we pay for their health insurance, we pay for them to be in DC, we pay for them to live in the beach. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. But the Deion Sanders HBCU thing, I know, I was listening to a whole lot of opinions. I have to say that.
Yes, there's a lot of conversations,
and especially like African Americans who actually are going against Deion Sanders. Like, I'm very, very disappointed. As a diaspora man, as a brother, I'm very disappointed about the backlash that I am receiving from Deion Sanders. And I keep on telling y'all not to call me. I think the manager called me for my trip.
Well, it's kind of
so
with Deion Sanders and people looking talking about him taking on a different opportunity and not continuing with the HBCU. I think that a lot of times individuals are not really looking at the context. While he was there, he put in, he did what he had to do. But to move forward, and to take another step in his career and to be successful and then still receive backlash, that's not, I mean, I really don't understand how we would support someone in continuing their journey. It just doesn't really make sense. As a person who's supporting Pan-Africanism, supporting the community, you would definitely want to make sure you move forward,
God bless you.
Why would we want to hinder or hate on someone who is progressing in their career?
Put the YouTube on and have
it's kind of a discouraging thing to see, but it always comes with success. So, and he's had an excellent career. He's done so many things in excellence. So knowing that he's done so many things in excellence and knowing what he's done so far, just starting with Colorado, it would only say everyone would be congratulating him on his success, but that's not how it goes. So, I mean, everyone has their opinion of where he should have spent his time and why he should spend his time. But we have to make sure we're making sense of it and saying, what exactly did he do while he was at the HBCU, and then where and what is he doing now? Does he really owe them anything just because he decided to move forward? Does he owe them anything?
No, he doesn't owe them nothing. For those, no, he doesn't owe them anything. Why does the Deion have to owe you something, huh? I mean, what does a brother that was asking for resources to help his own people Now I'm messing up my camera over here. I do apologize. I do apologize. I do apologize, y'all. See, that's what happened. That's what happened. Are we good, Dr. Shaw? We good now?
We're good. We're good.
We're good. All right. See, I ain't gonna slam nothing no more. I ain't gonna slam nothing no more. All right. But what I was saying was that they have for people out there who talk about Deion Sanders owes them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are some black leaders out there that I follow, but I have to disagree with them on that particular issue. Like, I cannot mention no names. You know what I'm saying? I cannot mention no names at all. But I'm very disappointed about some of those, so-called black leaders who actually are going against the young senator for doing something great. I mean, yes, we can go against his swag. We can go against, what he stands for. I mean, the brother has, he has, a lot of resume behind him, and he was actually in the game. He played the game. So for those out there who have never played football and complain about, the fact that he was supposed to, uplift the black community because, if he's there, like the benefit, and most of us. Well, what about some of us out there who keep on bringing us down? Some of us out there, there's some black folks out there who just bring other black folks who are prosperous down. How about that? Because that's what's happening right now. Y'all can talk about racism, or you bringing money to the white man, this and that. Y'all can go all along with this. But what about Ben's brothers and sisters with a whole lot of money that go and build hospitals outside America? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna mention no name in here. You know what I'm saying? Those 2% rich who can do something, who can invest on those HBCU colleges. But last time I checked, it was the Rockefellers. If you all know the Rockefellers, you can Google who the Rockefellers are. I'm just saying. I mean, it is saddening to just hear, folks who look like me to go against our brother because he's doing something great. And now he's doing something prosperous. I mean, he's inviting kids who are looking for a role model like him to follow. But let's get back, y'all. Because we ain't dropping no fake news. Oh yeah, no fake news, baby.
Yaggah.
No fake news, man. I am so excited, man. This is Saturday. Yes, indeed, it is Saturday morning. I have to make sure that everything is all good. Yes, indeed, Yaggah. We are live and direct. I hope you guys can hear me live and direct. If you cannot hear me on the airwave or on my live stream, please let me know. Most definitely, because we are trying to make sure that hear us, you know what I'm saying? We do appreciate all the love and support out there, you know what I'm saying, from KLDP to you, because we are community radio now. I want to let you know that we play some hot tracks for the day. We got some more tracks in the vault for all of y'all via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We got some more happy cool too. On vibe, yes indeed. And I play one of my brothers from the Ivory Coast, Mark Ballet, Bad Gal, and yes indeed. I love it most definitely. And Master Kennedy. Yes, good vibes. Yes, indeed. And we got my sister from another mother, Emmanuel Vertogolis, featuring Master. Yes, indeed. At 18, and my brother from another father. Yes, Jomel Reese, Hustle and Get It. Yaggah. Now we got some moments for y'all, and we have our Africa Diaspora Nation of the Day. So I just want to let you know that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned, and don't forget we have our guests coming through. Big shout out to Saudi, who's going to come through at 3 p.m. for a live direct interview via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast on KRTP. So I appreciate everybody out there for joining us today. But before we join on our little segment, Dr. Sean, would you help us pay some bills via KRTP? Yaggah.
All right.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about Blue Friday with Calvin Worthen. Blue Friday helps you begin to unwind from your hectic work week with the sounds of blues as your soundtrack. It's hosted by Calvin Worthen, an original Radio Phoenix production, now on KRDP, and that is on Fridays.
Yaggah.
Between 11 p.m. and midnight.
So y'all better show support to Brother Calvin, the brother with the very white voice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Definitely enjoyed him on the show last week.
Yes, indeed.
A lot about KRDP and definitely looking forward to the programs and the activities coming up soon here at the station. More details to come.
More details to come indeed. You know, I'm just excited. And just to give y'all a little info that we are in our, a cafe Sunday. It's a jazz, smooth jazz festival event, networking events that's going to be held at the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. was definitely, so it's going to be a family event. So everyone out there who are willing to looking for a Sunday Avenue, saying it's going to be in Glendale, Arizona. So bring your family, your loved ones, I'm saying cafe Sunday most definitely was going to be a networking event. We're going to have a lot of events out there, a lot of networking people out there most definitely. And yes, indeed, I'm just want to let you know that, we, and also, we have our anniversary coming too. Yes, indeed. We have our anniversary coming too. Yes, indeed. October 28th, y'all. 15-year anniversary, KRDP. We are 15 years old. Can you believe that? 15? I told you, see, I said I was 8 last time. You know what I'm saying? KRDP is 15, so I'm like a little bit older than KRDP. But at the end of the day, it is a 15-year anniversary. And October 28th, we're going to give you more information about this celebration that's coming up real soon, y'all. So y'all stay tuned, most definitely. Now, Dr. Sean, we got some news of the week, man. We got some news, man. Some crazy news.
We're going to go all over the board today, but let's start with some things out of Washington. One of the Tennessee men who wrote on social media about wanting to take over the Capitol building before going on the insurrection January 6th. We heard about the chair situation, right?
Yeah, we heard
about it. But we didn't hear much about this flagpole situation where he threw a flagpole at a police officer's head. Well, he has now been sentenced to more than 6 years in prison. So he was convicted in May of assault with a dangerous weapon. Watch your flagpoles, people. Obstruction of Congress and other charges after a bench trial in Washington's federal court. So he has been behind bars since February 2021, and he has now been found guilty after a bench trial, and he has been ordered to serve 6.5 years in prison.
Playing stupid games, winning stupid prizes. I'm just saying, yo. I mean, for those out there who are talking about, I know my rights, I know my freedom. You cannot assault a cop. You cannot assault the flag, the United flag. Like, what is wrong with some people out there? Like, really hitting the flag on Dr. Shine?
Well, I mean, you can't. Not only can you not assault a police officer, but apparently you better not open your door with a gun in your hand. Because a New Mexico family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the city of Farmington and 3 Farmington police officers involved in a fatal shooting while responding to a domestic violence call. But get this, they were at the wrong house.
Wow.
So, so a 52-year-old man pushed open the door, and it says, according to the body cameras, that he appeared to grip the weapon and point it at one of the officers. And so they shot him in the doorway.
In the doorway.
So they came to the house. They're at the wrong house. He comes to the door with a gun. They see the gun, and of course, he's holding it in a way that's pointing to them, and he gets shot. And the family is now seeking to get some restitution for that wrongful death.
I hope some justice is served on that. I just hope some justice is served, Dr. Sean. I just hope that some justice is served. I mean, this is just, like I said, it is the world that we're living in. But anyway, what's the other? Yes, indeed.
Well, let's go overseas. So the French ambassador to Niger and the other French diplomats, they're currently being held hostage at the French embassy. Now, they were previously told that they needed to leave. But unfortunately, the French president decided that he was not going to recognize the military's the coup that took place. So they were not going to oblige, and so now they're not able to leave the embassy at all. Some food rations have been lightly given, but they haven't been able to have food. The French president is now trying to address the situation, but they were ordered to leave in July and decided to stay, and now are being held hostage, according to CNN.
Didn't the United States left Afghanistan after 20-something years? And there were two left respectfully. Yeah. And now the French government, or whichever government, is not recognizing the new government placed up. And it's like someone tells you, yo, man, this is my house. This is my property. I own this. I want you to leave. Thank you for your services. And you tell them, nah, no, I think I need to stick around because I got some voices. And then, boom, you get stuck up in there. You know what I'm saying? With no food. I'm just saying. You cannot go to someone's house and try to tell them what to do. You cannot go to someone's house. I cannot come to your crib and tell you, look, I want some okra stew 24/7, 65, 300. I cannot do that. I can't. I'm sorry. But Dr. Shine, I know we got the lights in here. Light on. Yes, indeed. Yaggah.
Well, some good of Los Angeles, California. So for 25 years, Susan Burton has dedicated herself to helping formerly incarcerated women. So she has established a nonprofit. It's called A New Way of Life Reentry Project. And what she does is she provides them housing and a host of resources. So since 1998, she's helped more than 1,000 women rebuild their lives. Wow. Now, the thing about this story is Susan Burton, an African-American woman, has been incarcerated 6 times herself. And she wrote a book about the system and what was necessary to rehabilitate her and to restart her life. And she actually made a template of what it takes to stay out of prison after being incarcerated. And this program that she's used has helped over 1,000 women. So it's awesome that the Safe Network now has 38 homes around the U.S. as well as 3 in Africa, and has provided housing to more than 700 women and non-binary individuals since it has been. So now she goes and visits the women in prison. She gives them copies of her books, and she tells them that it is possible to change your life and keep the change and not to go back. So really positive story. Susan Burton out there in LA. That is awesome work. Awesome.
Shout out to Susan Burton. Shout out, man, big shout out. That's what I'm talking about. Like I always say, there are some folks out there who do care. And I always told my, like I mentioned to you prior to the show, that I feel that we need to have some type of, reform when folks, make mistakes, when they go to jail, when they make some type of petty mistakes. Like nobody should not be able to get out, be punished, and not being educated for not knowing the difference between good, bad, wrong and rights. Like we need to create some type of reform for some of those brothers and sisters out there who have the lack of education when it comes to the justice system. Right. Like that is missing. I mean, I even mentioned that we have to teach kids from kindergarten, not kindergarten, but elementary school about listening to cops, about listening to the authority. But things like that, it takes a person influence to actually infiltrate the system and help those out there who didn't even know that there's hope out there. So big up to her.
Awesome. And I'm hoping that the programs that she started can be translated for men. I mean, it would be great because she comes and gives them a place to go. And a lot of people don't understand, after you've committed a crime, you've done a substantial number of years, you lose most of your relationships. I mean, a lot of times people don't see you through the whole term that you're there. And so when you're getting out and you're trying to figure out where to go, you have this stigma. It can be hard not to go back to what you left. And so for her to do this, yes, it's definitely awesome. And I'm hoping that they do use the model to spread it across the nation, not just for women, but for men also, because there's definitely a need. Indeed,
there's a need for reformation in the incarceration system, especially when it comes to incarcerating our brothers and sisters out there. some of us don't even know that we'll be incarcerated for the wrong thing, and then found out 10, 20 years later that it was a wrong justice, default that was against us. And I want to give a big shout out to BG from the Hot Boys that just got out a few days ago, most definitely, because I know 11 years, in jail, that's a long time. But to all my brothers and sisters out there, just stay away from any issues, follow the law, listen to the law, listen to the rules of the land, and don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. And any trouble that you get into, find yourself someone that's going to vouch for your rights. Indeed. That's what I gotta say, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Yes, Dr. Sean, the Deion Sanders. Deion prime time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay, I just have to say this because I feel that people have been using his name with really understanding. Okay, so he was in the NFL for 14 seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, the San Francisco 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Washington Redskins, and the Baltimore Ravens as a cornerback and return specialist. But they don't realize he also played 9 seasons in Major League Baseball with the New Yankees, the Atlanta Braves, the Cincinnati Reds, and the San Francisco Giants. So he's won 2 Super Bowl titles, and he also made the World Series appearance. So like I mentioned before, he's the only athlete to play in both Super Bowl and the World Series. So as we're discussing Deion Sanders and we're discussing his current activities, let's also keep in mind that he took all this experience and excellence to a HBCU, right?
Right.
He went and he took all of this experience there.
Yes.
He served while he was there.
Yes.
And then decided to move on.
Yes, indeed. To move on for better opportunities. Yes. So now the problem is that the fact that the problem actually started while he was there. I've been following him. When he was coach Texas high school to him having the job at Jackson State University, which is a part of the HBCU. For those out there who don't know the HBCU universities, you can Google that on iPhones. You can Google the history about how HBCUs were built, how they were funded. You can Google about how they were constructed, and why are they still be relevant today. Now, when it comes to HBCU, I always tell myself that we need representation, especially when we have Harvard, we have Princeton, we have all those schools out there who pretty much don't, most of us, especially minorities or immigrants, to attend their facilities or their establishment. However, when Deion Sanders joined the Jackson States, and there was stories that was coming up about how he actually used his own salary to help facilitate the team, the football team. He helped facilitate the field. He even helped, trying to get team revenues. I mean, he was there, like you said, he was there. He did his job. He pretty much uplifted Jacksonville State University. Now, yes, of course, the problem amongst us is the fact that, most of us, especially amongst the Maryland community, it seems like when we have someone who's prosperous, when we know that somebody has the potentiality to become bigger, to become grandiose in life, not just about himself, but bigger than life, we seem to be trying to delay that person, whether it's a man or a woman. We seem to be delaying that person's process just because we feel the need of saying that, oh, well, if you go to this other that establishment, that's not going to help our people. That's not going to help the community per se. Now, last time I checked, when he was at that school, he did not have no support. He pretty much was asking for support from some of those facility committees out there about helping the university. This is a brother that's asking another brothers and sisters out there to help the school to advance, to enhance the school program. And this was not about money. It was about, even mentioned the word raggedy. like even said something about how the Lord would never bless a place that looks raggedy, because that's what the Jacksonville State University was before he got there. And he turned a raggedy place into a great establishment, to the point that now you have every African American leaders who pretty much Deion Sanders leaving, Jacksonville State to Colorado, the University of Colorado, a big school, of course, that actually offer him money, but also offer him opportunity to control what he needs to control, what he needs to do to be successful. This is one of the problems that we have amongst our community, and this goes across the board from the African continent to here. It seems that when we, when some of us ask, for supports, it seems that we don't come. We seem to be just trying to place some of us into an area where, oh no, you don't belong there, or this is what you need to do, or this is what you need to do, this is what you need to have. Not understand that, we need to, as a community, like Deion is not just a coach, he's not just a football player. This brother is an influencer. He's prime time. He pretty much influenced a lot of kids to follow him into another college. His influence got the NCAA so threatened to the point that you have other coaches coming and talking about him negatively. But what's very devastating is the fact that you have some of our leaders who actually against him for leaving HBCU, saying that, oh well, he left the big school to go to the white universities. That's a trade-off. That's a Uncle Ruckus thing. That is you're a sellout. I mean, to the point that they have to call this man a sellout. Now, how dare some of these brothers and sisters will call Deion Sanders a sellout, not even reaching out to the needs that he was there. When are we going to learn about supporting each other and try to bash each other up? When are we going to learn about uplifting one another? When someone is good in math, one of our brothers and sisters, one of our youth is good in some type of a genius. When are we going to start learning to lift up that person? It takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
It takes a village to raise a child to become a leader of the next generation. And maybe we need to start learning that process, not just for us, but for our generation of youth that are watching our examples. Now, all the backlash from Deion, congratulations for that brother, because he's doing a marvelous job. And I'm really fond of him for what he's doing right now. But it is a shame that some of us are going against him because he left the HBCU school. Now, whatever happened to some of those rich African Americans out here who have money, who don't, invest in some of those HBCU, but they will send their money to Harvard universities. They will send their money to some Maryland State, send their money to other colleges out there, but no HBCUs. I'm just saying, those are the actors, celebrities, anybody out there, because some folks out there are talking about, well, all the celebrities now, they never show up to black colleges left and right. Now they're coming up to white colleges. Who cares? Who cares? Deion Sanders is showing prosperity. He is pretty much creating a path, not just for himself, but for any black, colleges who feel the need of coaching in a college, a big college, schools, a bigger university. He had just created a path for folks that look like me, who wants to coach by college. And it's a shame that some of us are going against it because it is not an HBCU school. It is not something that some of us can go in. And not only that, some of those people who talk about that when Deion Sanders was asking for assistance, was asking for help, where were they at? They were nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. But once that brother left, all the voices of all walks of all the social media, we don't like this, you're a sellout, blah, blah, blah. You're just going, cut it out, y'all. Y'all need to cut the ignorance off and support Deion Sanders on real.
Well, I mean, it is something to say that people are going to always have opposing views. And people are always going to be able to, you know, speak on someone else's situation and say what they should have, could have, would have done. And it's easy to from the outside looking in. But one thing we have to do is be respectful of who this person is, what they've accomplished, and the fact that they started off strong. You know, I mean, the way that people are hating on him is just amazing to me to see, because it only shows how much he's shining right now.
Indeed.
And people have to take away that light, but no, he's doing well, and I believe he's really going to continue to do well and show people what he has, because that's what he's been doing his whole career, not only in the NFL, not only in baseball, but now also in coaching. So I think the trend is going to continue.
Indeed, and the trend shall continue, and we're going to continue to trend here via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, because we'll be right back. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, Mr. Cleanby, Dr. Sean. Let's get on, baby. Yeah.
Yaggah.
Yoo-hoo! Woo!
Our guest is here.
Ah.
I'm trying to go grab our guest.
Saudi in the building, y'all.
Blessings and peace.
Yes.
The boy Jamel Reese, and you tuned in to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Yes. All right. Yeah, we have our guests in the building. Big shout out to Saudi in the building, y'all. Yes, indeed. I'm just excited to be here right now. Yeah, I gotta say this, man, because for those out there who don't understand right now, it is very, very inspiring. And it's not just inspiring just to me, but it's inspiring to the future, because it tells us that, you know, we can achieve anything that we put our money into. And that's something that we all have to, you know, pretty much just pay attention to most definitely, and not bashing the brother and not trying to go against him and, you know, trying to be a hater. You know, some folks out there are talking all this nonsense and stuff like that. Come on, y'all. Come on. Really? Really? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we have our guests coming up. I know I was going to touch a little bit on the politicking. You know what I'm saying? You know, for the impeachment inquiry that just happened. I don't know why. You know, but you know, it's just gonna be my take on how ridiculous it is. For those out there who vote, please vote. Do me a favor and please vote. Because you know there's some serious things going on right now. And you know, unfortunately, you know, you got folks out there who would just be in a position of power and literally just waste everybody's money. Like just waste everybody's money, just pretty much just not caring about real people per se, not caring about, you know, what's really going on. You know, it's just, you know, devastating just to watch this on national TV. You know, watching, you know, politician constituents who are supposed to represent the mass, but unfortunately they are representing themselves. You know, just checking out my there you go. Good right here. No, I mean, of course, you know, you have corporates, you know, constituents, you have moderate constituents, you have folks out there who care. You know, my thing is, I tell everybody just to pay attention to politics. You know, no matter who you are, where you're from, you know, what beliefs that you stand by, you know, just what's going on, especially if it's affecting your bottom line. If you know that you are going to be affected by that, you know, we have our African nation today.
You want to hear those stories that are breezed over the next? This is
African nation today, y'all.
Welcome to the African Diaspora Nation of the
Central African Republic.
The Central African Republic, CAR, is a landlocked country in Central Africa. It is bordered by Chad to the north, Sudan in the northeast, South Sudan to the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the south, the Republic of Congo in southwest and Cameroon to the west. The capital city of Bangui, founded as a French trading post in 1889, sprawls on the banks of the Ubangi River. Ubangi Shari renamed the Central African granted independence from France on August 13, 1960. The politics of the Central African Republic formally takes place in a framework of a presidential republic. And this system, the president is the head of the state with a prime minister as the head of the government. Executive power is exercised by the government. Is vested in both the government and the governments. The current population of the Central African Republic is over 5 million of its citizens as of 2023, based on World Barometer elaboration of the latest United Nations data. The official estimate for Central African Republic's GDP was $5 billion at the end of 2022 in purchasing power quantity terms. Central Africans currently speaks a wide variety of languages, including Baya, Donza, Mbaka, Sara, Mbom, Kare, and Manjia. French and Sango are the
What up now? What up now? Yes, indeed. Saudi in the
there is a sizable minority of affiliated Christians, while Roman Catholics, Protestants, and Independents constitute the rest. About 1/3 of the population continues to practice traditional religions. There is a growing number of Sunni Muslims, and this is your African diaspora nation organization. Yes. Yaggah. This is Mr. Clean Beat from the Yaggah movement. Radiocast every Saturday from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. Every zone live and direct via KRDP 90.7 FM, showcasing Afrobeats, reggaeton, R&B, and more, featuring live interviews with the hottest talents in town. Tune in live every at listen number 2 KRDP.com. Yaggah.
All right. Yes. Oh man. What can I say? I guess I'm going to do the reading today since Dr. Shine is getting our guests prepared. So I'm going to be really short with y'all real quick. I know some of y'all don't like to see my sexy face. I know, yes. I know. Yeah. I know there's sexy people in here, but yes, I'm going to say I'm the sexiest man in here, all right? I'm sexier than Michael B. Jordan, all right? Y'all can go and tell our brother that. I said it. Okay, I said it. But yes, indeed, we are going to have our live broadcasting show, most definitely. Very, very excited. And for those out there who knows anybody, big shout out to For the Culture, Jesse Wallace. I know you were supposed to bring me your music, bro, but we are going to talk about definitely that's how we do. We just show love and support. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much come together. And did I choose the best one here? Well, what's the Wi-Fi password? Because it was supposed to be something else. But you know, like I said again, like I said about the Beyonce, right? We have to uplift each other. You know, we have to uplift each other. You know, it's the only way. It's the only way to do it. It's the best way. You know, it's the right way. You know, it's the positive way. You know, it's something to promote the advertising push because I do not like division. I don't like tribalism unless you speak a different language. You know what I'm saying? If you speak, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of my language back home in Cote d'Ivoire over there, yeah, that way we can, you know, that's tribalization. But besides that, no. We have to come together as one. We have to come together as a whole. Listen. So, yes, indeed. Let's get back. Woo! Yaggah. Oh, Mr. Clint B in the building. Yes, and we just got some real love by Captain Black. Yes, indeed, and my brother Giovanni Kiyenji Sheko. And big shout out to Central Africa. He's the Africa diaspora nation of the day. Man, I know I told Dr. Sean that I was going to take her reading, but I guess she's back. So she took my paper. I told you I can't read, yo. I can't read, okay? I can't read. I'm just saying I can't read. But Dr. Shine, would you please help us pay some bill? Yaggah.
KRDP is a public service of Desert Soul Media Incorporated, an African-American governed and operated 501c3 nonprofit organization. Desert Soul Media provides the Valley with trauma-informed media literacy programs, including Desert Soul Creative Studios, featuring public access production studios, a media lab, and educational classes. KRDP and the Paint the Town with Sound, a live event series spotlighting independent musicians, visual spoken word, culinary and youth artists, and multimedia creatives. More information about Desert Soul Media, its programs, and how you can support is available at Desert Soul Media.
Yaggah. Yes, indeed. Now, we have our guests. Big shout out to Saudi in the building, live at 3. And before we go on break, I know that some of y'all heard Dr. Sean talking about the impeachment inquiry that Smokey Joe just got, from the House Republican Party. For those out there who are following politics, I know some of y'all always tell me, Mr. Clean B, stop talking politics every day, all day. Now, for those out there who probably don't pay attention to your politics, like I keep on saying again, pay attention to your politics at your local jurisdiction, most definitely. Not only that, what's really fascinating is the fact that even though this impeachment inquiry was put in place because of some type of political revenge, I just feel a little bit concerned about, what the state amount of American politics is leading up to, because it seems that people are just being elected, but not serving the people, not serving and protect, but they're being elected, but just going on and just bashing other people, denying all the rights of others, and not really doing the rights of what the citizens are asking for. Now, for those out there who don't realize that all this impeachment inquiry is your tax money being used for them to be out there in public, on TikTok, in the Capitol, on C-SPAN, to let you know that, yeah, we're going to use your tax money. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get all these 2,000 paperwork. We're going to find out if Joe Biden's sons got doing some type of, drug on the side. And we're going to come back and tell you, the American people, that, yes, we are for you. We vouch for you. We only for you indeed. But last time I checked, some of those folks out there who are being elected don't represent you. They're out there just to represent somebody else who's out there going against your best interest. Now, I know some of y'all might say, well, you know what, we don't care about this and that. It is not my problem. But when it becomes, what are you going to do? When you don't have money, when you don't have money for your groceries, or when your salary is being deducted, or when your inflation goes up, or when your property that you purchased, that somehow somebody from somewhere is going to tell you you need to get out because they purchased that land. That's politics. That's so y'all don't want to hear that, but we're going to talk about the impeachments coming up soon once we get more information. But it is ridiculous. Stop wasting American taxpayers' money. That's what I got to say. We'll be right back. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Mr. Clint B, Dr. Shine, Saudi in the building, y'all.
Yeah.
Yaggah. Let's get it on, y'all. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh.
Business sponsorship on KRDP is provided by the Member Music Theater, All for Jazz, as the members. virtuoso Regina Carter, the Spanish Harlem Orchestra,
Yes. It's a full house. Yes, it is a full house. Yes, indeed. Let me make sure that. So, Saudi in the building. Yes, indeed. Hey, family, make some diaspora family. I told you, it's a Yaggah Movement Radiocast. You are genuine, gifted, and humble.
Yaggah.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, look, it is the movement. You know what I'm saying? It's infectious, but it is a great movement for all of you out there. You know what I'm saying? Support the movement, support your people, support your community, support us. You know what I'm saying? We are here doing something for you. You know what I'm saying? We are creating for you. Don't cut me off, okay? When I play music, don't cut me off Instagram. I know where you at. Stacking birds, where you at, bro? I know where you at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Keep switching up my damn accounts for the 5th time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, yeah, man. I'm snitching on Instagram. I'm snitching on.
I'm just happy to be out of Facebook jail.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on. Facebook jail is no jail. You know what I'm saying? That works.
Man.
You know. Rest. The Facebook they got you 6'9". Like, yo, what is that life? Like, get a life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Get a life. I mean, the sun is shining. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do something, like, roll up or something. I don't know, but get a life. The snitching, stop snitching on social media, y'all. I think that should be a hashtag. Stop snitching on social media, all right? For the goodness of it. Stop, y'all. I'm just saying, all right? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So, Dr. Sean, we're going to start this.
All right.
You're excited?
I'm ready.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes, indeed.
Yeah, this is Friday. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. We got Saudi Friday.
Now, get lady find the parlay and drink Tennessee. Anything is possible when you can be set. The best you're gon' all makes red bottoms with a song. And she's always match my fly, gotta keep her baby on my arm.
Oh, we got what up? Yeah.
We drive up, smoking on the guy. Pick out like chicken trunks, smoking like farmers. Private clubs, private shows, private communities, private beaches, private jets. That ain't really like the people. Make sure all my chicks listen. The finest jewelry, positions in bed. Call it ancient. Really, her talents are amazing, and she got a country great. Yes, tonight. Yeah, everybody. It's time to party. It's in the spot tonight. Yeah, everybody. It's Friday, and it's Friday. Hit the dance floor, grind some more. Back that pressure cooking low. Get on the pole, you sweaty, that's a goal. Like the house parties back in the early 2000s. You getting dubbed on and everyone's crowding. Your homies hold you up so you won't fall down. Why that big booty girl throwing that some brown in the wow. So I'm thinking I'm addicted to that pussy I'm feeling. Ready to hit the next spot on some mob. We roll with the whole team. We out here mobbing. We making this music money. We not out here robbing. Off of Batman and that old black Batman with in the spot tonight. Yeah, everything. It's Friday and it's time to party. It's on the party time. We in the spot tonight. Yeah, everything. And it's my and it's my
Hey.
All right. We are back again. I'm not a rapper, yo, but I want to say hello. Yeah. Hey, man. I told you I sound like Milli Vanilli when I rap, okay? So I ain't going to embarrass myself on camera like this or on the mic, okay? Because we got the real MC in the building, Sour D. Yes, indeed.
Yo.
Indeed. You already know how we do. Make sure that everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for joining us for the second hour. Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Mr. Clean B, Dr. Shine. We are live and direct for our live interview with South D, most definitely. And we just played some Philly Goats, Get Off the Wall. We got some Vanilla Sky, Highest Vibe, Kaliuchi, Moonlight, King J, Love on You, and yes, Premiere Saudi Friday. Yes, live and direct via KRDP. Yes, indeed. Now,
indeed.
Now before I go into live interview, I want to pay these bills via KRDP because we got to get some bills out here. You know what I'm saying? Black radio all day, every day, 24/7. Yaggah.
Thank you for listening to KRDP. Each month, we incur many expenses to bring you this independent community radio voice, and we need your financial support. There are 5 different ways you can support KRDP. First, you can tune in and listen to our programming on 90.7 FM in the East Valley via TuneIn or by telling Alexa, play KRDP 90.7 FM. Second, you can become a one-time donor. Third, you could become a sustaining monthly donor or are associated with the business. Your company can become a business sponsor. Finally, you can donate to KRDP via the Fries Reward Community Partners Program. When joining the Fries program, use code CD289 to designate a portion of your food purchases as a donation to KRDP. Thank you for your support of KRDP.
Yaggah, Yaggah, Yaggah. Thank you for supporting Black radio, community radio all over the nation. Most definitely, man. Big shout out to everybody out there for supporting KRDP all day, every day. Yes, indeed. That we are waiting for. Saudi in the building. Yes, indeed. Most definitely.
Sir.
All the way from the NY. Yes, indeed. East Coast. Can I say East Coast without getting in trouble? You know what I'm saying? I know we're on the West Coast of Arizona right now. You know what I'm saying? But can I say
Big
East
New
Coast?
York in the building.
Yes,
914 Yonkers in the house.
Yaggah. Well, blessing for coming. Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Very elated for you to be here, man. How is life, by the way? How is life, man?
Life is great, man.
Man,
Can't complain.
You know what I'm saying? And then you, from New York to Arizona, yes, indeed. Life is great.
Life is great.
Yes,
You know
indeed.
what I mean? Every day.
You know, and we need you out here in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? From New York. And
I bring the vibe.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
And I see, look, I know before the show, I was just asking a question about some of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? I was, talking about the DMX, the Locks and stuff like that, how you pretty much, work with them. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, what was your influence like before the music? Like how, what was your influence on getting to music per se, like to the hip hop, to be an MC right now? Like what motivated you to actually say, you know what, this is something that I'm gonna start doing. And then today you have entrepreneurship, you have music, everybody. But what was the beginning of Sour D? The beginning was different.
Yeah. Well, to speak of the Locks and DMX, they from my city. Shout out Yonkers 914.
Yaggah.
Yeah, I'm saying. But what started me with music, honestly, was poetry. I started with poetry, doing spoken word.
Right.
I did my wedding vows in spoken word in front of everybody. That was like my first, like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. I started doing open mics, and they was like, why you not rapping? I'm like, I don't know. What's up? They brought me to the studio, and history.
Wow.
So from spoken word to MC.
Yeah, just doing open mics and MCs in the building is like, why you not rapping? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? I wrote my first song. Friday was actually one of my first songs.
Friday that we just played, which we are going to play it again, y'all. We're going to play it again.
Actually, like one of my first like tracks. You know what I mean? It's just now is the time for it. You know what I mean? Like I've been working on that track for a long time. That track is very special to me. Right. That's something that I mix myself. Everything myself. You know what I mean with the track. So that's something very special to me. You know what I'm saying? But it just started doing that, and then just 100 stages throughout my music career thus far. You know what I mean? From New York to Miami, Phoenix. I've performed in Vegas, Cali. New York to Miami and in between. So we went to Atlanta, Tampa, Miami. I was on the radio in Miami out there. So yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's really dope. Because that's a big move right there. from New York to Miami to LA. So pretty much now you went from spoken word to MC. Usually, when I learn music, they have to like start from the ground roots. But you actually had the talent, and then you got persuaded for actually rapping.
Yeah, it wasn't like I wanted to be a rapper. It wasn't like I didn't grow up like, oh, I'm a rap. I've always written, like I've always wrote poetry. I've been creative since a kid. I was in choir, dance, drama.
Right.
I've done plays. I've done talent shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not even realizing it to come full circle now, me being a rapper. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was just like, I like to write. I like to rhyme stuff. I like to express myself. And then they're like, you nice.
But what's the difference between, okay, because I love spoken word. I love poetry. But then again, I feel like hip hop has a sense of poetry too. Like someone like Tupac or there's a sense of like, almost deaf. There's a sense of poetry in their word, you know what I'm saying? But I know spoken word is a whole different vibe. But then I have folks who do spoken word and people, what is is there a difference in between?
It's spoken word is more of the performance art of it. Okay. It's like when you're not just reading a poem, you're expressing yourself as a story. It's like you want people to feel goosebumps. You want people to cry potentially. You know what I mean? Like it's the passion you put into it. I don't really feel like there's a difference between, because I write poetry, but I perform spoken word. You know what I mean? That's the only real difference of it. You know what I mean?
That's dope. I wish I could write. I can't write.
Did you take some of your poetry and turn it into a rap, or
I write first?
Okay, so you write first.
I'm a poet, like I'm a writer, so I will write. You could throw on any beat. I could throw a 16 on it because I write it.
Right.
And I could flow on anything. I'm very versatile how I rap, so I could write a 16 or write a song, and they're like, "Yo, this beat," and I'm like, "I got a whole song for that. Hold on, I'll pull it up." You know what I mean? And I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always writing, I'm always creating, you know what I mean? So
what's your inspiration? What leads you to create? Like what inspires you?
My family,
right?
My wife, my mama, you know what I mean? Like, because I know my talents could potentially take us somewhere outside of what we know, you know what I mean? Just expose us to a whole different lifestyle, and like I'm seeing it. Start seeing it and you start reaping your rewards of your hard work. It's like, I could really do this for them. Like, you know what I mean? I don't got no kids. I got my wife, my close family, you know what I mean? But it's for them, you know what I mean? My nephews, because he's on my other song, Go Go. My nephew, he's one of my artists on the Flower Child ENT. Nice. So, you know what I mean? I just do it for them, honestly.
Well, tell me more about that. So, Flower Child ENT, that's your entertainment?
Yeah, that's my record label.
Record label.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
And it just started from, honestly, just my lifestyle and just me. My name is Sour D. Put two and two together, you know what I mean? Flower Child ENT. Me and my wife are known as the Flower Couple.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just my brand, you know what I mean? Outside of my cooking.
Okay.
It's Flower Child.
Flower Child. And so what do you look for in an artist? How do you kind of figure out if someone's right for your label?
Passion.
That's facts. That's facts.
Passion. You could teach other things. You could teach a person how to write. I could teach a person how to rap. You know what I mean? But if you're not passionate about it, it's a waste of time. Because if we're gonna put in the work, we got to put in the work together. I'm a teacher at heart, so that's not hard. It's just on your side. What do you know what I mean? What do you want to do for real? You know, like my nephews, he got passion. He got that heart. I've been working with him since he was 12 years old.
Oh wow.
Now he's 18. Now he got music videos out. He got records out. Like we working on a whole album. Like, you know what I mean? So
and how old is he again?
He's 18. Oh, well, he just turned 19 last week.
These kids are going too fast.
Yeah, he got at least 4 or 5 music videos out right now.
That's awesome.
And you know what I mean? He put in the work. He shows that I'm hungry. I'm hungry for it. And
so
on Instagram, you can find him Rel Moolah 02 on Instagram, or you could search Rel Moolah on streaming services. Rel Moolah on YouTube to find his music videos.
All right, nephew. We see you.
He's going crazy. That's my prodigy right there. We about to go crazy. Y'all better look out for him. I'm telling you.
Love it. So you're talking a lot. I ask every artist that comes on is, how do you balance your art and your passion with your family and making sure everything is good there? Like, how do you find balance between the two?
I feel like by working together, like me and my wife, we ride out everywhere. You see me, you're gonna see her.
Like a team.
Yeah, that's my team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me and my mom have business ventures together. So she does like custom carpets, she does custom clothes. So like if I'm getting styled, it's by my mother. My nephews work in the music industry. My older one is my younger nephew's manager. While I'm over here, he's in New York taking care of business. Right. You know what I mean? A whole family thing. So it's like if we could work together, we could, you know what I mean? And they're so far. So it's like I talk to my mom every day. I call her every day. You know what I mean? And make sure everybody's in the loop. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I love it. Family business is important, especially when it's something you love to do. And it sounds like y'all have similar talents and whatnot.
And she could take anything and turn it into anything. Literally, like we do custom rugs. If y'all need y'all rugs, search under One Roof, RUTH, not ROOF. Under One Roof. Tap in with her. She does custom anything, you know. Custom clothes, custom rugs, shirts, hoodies. We got everything. Like our clothing companies, we got.
Man, you're in the family business.
Right.
I can see you in family business tree, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a family business tree going on.
You know what I mean? Like you might as well keep it with the people you love.
Yes.
And the people you trust wholeheartedly. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. And you know, go ahead. I'm gonna get some more questions.
I do,
because because I know I heard you mention about how you got pretty much your nephew, pretty much the whole family pretty much joined together. Like, what's the motivation for everyone to come together? Because I know your mom, you mentioned your mom. She's like Montreal of the family. You know, like what is like the motivation for her to bring? Because I know usually families. Time, even though we want to come together, but there's some type of ego. Family has ego. But what makes all of y'all coming together to where you can be able to succeed, as a family as a whole? Because I've heard good stories where a family comes together and they're like, they don't use all the business. They're like, hey, you're a carpenter, or you have a house, or you're an insurance salesman. We're all going to work together to keep that money circulating. Like, what is the that motivation, that the inspiration that like the family carries for them to actually be successful every day? For you to actually have an entrepreneurship every single day like that. Because I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Like even you look at it as a family and you look at it as a business. Yeah. You want people that work with you. You're good at this. You're good at this. I put the people in a position that I love, that are good at those things, that are gonna help me. You know what I mean? And it's like, and we helping each other. You know what I mean? Like I said, my mom does this, I do this, my sister does this, my brother does this, my nephew's the older one. Like I said, he manages the younger one. So everybody plays their position. You can't do anything else but win when everybody knows how to play their position. Point blank period. You know what I mean? You can't, I don't want to do what you do because I'm not as good at it as you are. So I'm going to let you take over the reins and let me do what I'm good at.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
facts.
Tell me some of the obstacles that you've had to face in the industry, in the music industry.
Obstacles, being underrated. Just all I can say is underrated because I don't wait for anything. If I want it, I'm gonna go get it. Period.
So what does that look like? Like when you're facing that, is it basically being discounted? Like you're approaching a situation, you're approaching an opportunity. Give me an example.
Like for example, my accolades speak for themselves. My presence speaks for itself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And being not chosen for certain shows or certain opportunities, not only because I'm a female, because I'm a gay female. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't walk around like oh hey, I walk in, I'm like an alpha male when I walk in the room. So that's very, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm always gonna walk in the room as the alpha. I could work with an alpha. I could work with a headstrong. You know what I mean? I could work with that type of person. You know what I mean? So it's not anything for me, because it's like, if it's not an opportunity for me, my universe is just not going to let me have it, and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Right. So if it ain't for me, it just ain't for me.
Yeah, and it's funny because we talk about the 50 years of hip hop, but unfortunately, hip hop has a history of undermining women in hip hop. You know, it came with hip hop, and when hip hop was formed, the women that were helping establish it then really didn't get the credit then. You know, and it's have you faced that? You know, recently, like as far as individuals not really understanding what you're trying to do, what you're trying to bring, and discounting it based on gender, based on.
I feel like that's always going to be a girly female. I don't talk about what the rappers, female rappers, are talking about. I don't talk about that. I have my own lane, and I continue to stay in it. You know what I mean? And I'm being successful, staying in my lane. Yep. Not worried about what anybody else feels. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to reach the world, not just the small amount of people that might not mess with my music or might not mess with me because of, you know what I mean? I don't know what it might be. That ain't my business. Okay. You know what I mean? Like that ain't my business. But it's like I said, anything I want, I'm gonna go get it anyway. So
well, you are genuine, gifted, and humble.
Yaggah.
That's what the Yaggah movement is about. When I heard your song and I realized that you owned your sexuality, you did not, you know, sometimes you have people and they end up coming out and saying that they are a part of the LGBTQ community, but they've been singing songs that are to, you know, the opposite sex. So it's like, oh, so when you were singing, you was just singing, like it wasn't like your song. But when I heard your song, I'm like, okay, this is her song. She put herself into the song. I feel closer to you after listening to your music. Is that kind of what you want to get to your audience?
For real. Like I want you to like I really want you to feel me. Like I want you to groove with me. I want you to sit in your car and just ride out. If you're having a bad day, turn my music on, get turned up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or if you just want to listen to some real bars, because I spit real bars. Anything I say in my music is real. It's not like I've been through life.
No mumble rap, right?
Like
no
mumble
rap.
No,
future stuff. Cause I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I know. I was doing yesterday to the hip, the hop, the hip hop. I missed that part. I don't know. Man, it's like, what's that? I don't know, but I mean,
I'm from New York. Like I come from like real roots. I come from like. When I'm listening to music, I don't like mumble rap. So I would never try to do that type of music. I want to rap. Like when I listen, for example, like as a newer artist, I could say like the baby. When he rapping, he going in.
Yes.
That's how I rap. I rap and I wanna say 50 words in a second. Like and say something though, not just be like bumbo gumbo jumbo, like just raps. You know what I mean? Like I want you to hear what I gotta say. Like
oh man,
I want you to bring that track back. Like nah, what she say?
Right.
What she said? Okay.
I didn't say that this time, all right? I did not say that. I shout out to all the rappers out there making their tracks, all right? Mumble rap, I still love you, all right?
I listen to it, but that's not me as an artist, you know what I mean? I could listen to some stuff in the car, you know what I mean? And just turn it up, like, all right, cool. But
I think we all done it.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? Doing it and put your volume up and stuff like that. I mean, I'm surprised that, you or MC actually feel like, mumble rap is not really representing hip hop. So that's like, because I know when I ask folks about like, mumble rap or any type of rap, they always tell me, well, this is just for the new generation, and mumble rap is it's a whole nother style. But then I'm thinking to myself, well, they don't say anything. All they are saying is just 2 sentences, and then the beat is just making the song, really.
Yeah, listen, I ain't say all of that. I ain't say mumble rap wasn't part of the culture, like part of hip hop.
Yeah.
I feel like there's 2 types of people in hip hop. Okay. There's rappers and there's entertainers. I like both. There's people that could get on the stage and I want to go to their concert because they're gonna turn up, not because of, you know what I mean? You like their music because it, like literally, like the new stuff right now, it's hot right now because it's so catchy. Yes. It's so catchy. I'll be in my car, you know what I'm saying, turned up, but it's not something that I might listen to 6 months from now. You know what I mean? Like being honest, but I don't hate on it. I like everybody. I don't discriminate. You know what I mean? But that's just not me. I'm a rap.
So what makes music timeless? I know we talked about there's some music that just doesn't. And what's the song that comes to mind to you that you would say, okay, this.
I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston. I listened to that song.
Oh wow!
Yo, you would never think that.
With that one. I love it.
I swear, I
man.
listened to that song in my car on blast. I jam. Yo, I'm gonna listen to it when I leave here. It just gets me in a good mood. That's timeless. That's music. Like I have older parents, so I listen to music, older music. Like I could be in the car and I'm listening to like old music. Like, in the car, like, oh, this is your vibe today, okay?
Right.
You know, I like older music. You know, I don't really get I feel like my inspiration really comes from like Missy Elliott, because of how unique she is. How like I don't want to sound like nobody. I don't want my music to come on and be like, oh, she sounds like such and such, or she raps like such and such. No, I want to sound like me. I want you to turn on the music like, oh, that's sour. Yeah, that's sour. You know what I mean? Just the uniqueness of Missy Elliott is definitely like, that's like just everything about it that's definitely inspiration for real.
Yeah, I loved her style and how she owned herself. Like even when she came out and everybody was wearing as tight as clothes as they could, but not Missy. You know, she came in, she was wearing the different things. It was funny because I'm like, she took Hammer style and like put it to a whole new level when it came to the baggy clothes. For sure, but I love how she, you know, collabed, and it kind of, when you're talking about the collaborations that you're doing and the different things that the people you've opened up for, we didn't really get onto it in the air. I kind of want you the things that you've done, and then what are you looking to do in the future?
Well, like I said earlier, I've toured from New York to Miami. I've touched stages all over New York, my home city, all over the city. Miami, I did Miami Live. I've been on radio in Miami, Hollywood, Florida. We performed in Tampa. I performed in Atlanta. I performed in Vegas in front of cameras from Netflix, Bravo, ETV. Like, you know what I mean? Like the DJ Khaled contest winner was at that event. You know what I mean? Nice. Like, so from his contest, so I'm networking and rubbing elbows. Like I've opened for Twista, Mims, Little Flip, bunch of artists. Like I've met the Loonies out here, like because I remixed one of their songs. I got 5 on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you know what I mean? Like,
okay. I'm gonna check that out because you know that's one of my joint right there, man. That's one of my 90s is always gonna be going. It has gonna change. I know some of y'all might say something about it, but like I said, hip hop 90s, that late 80s, but the 90s, all the 90s. Golden all day was definitely.
So what are you looking forward to? Like what can we expect coming up this year, next year?
Well, I say for the last like couple of months, I'm really working on a project right now. Really just trying to get my nephew's project done, make sure his stuff is getting out. Working on my food stuff because I'm a chef. You know what I mean? Just doing events. I'm at events like 3-4 times a week. Like, you know, we outside. So just networking and just trying to build the brand, Flower Couple, Flower Child, Roof 22, Under One Roof, just building brands. Honestly, that's the goal for the next 6 months.
Right on.
So let's talk food. You know, I love food.
You want to talk food? Well, we're going to premiere, you know what I'm saying, Go-Go, if it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a brand new premiere by Saudi. Would you actually introduce, you know what I'm saying, the premiere? The Yaggah Movement Radiocast, because I'm not a singer. I told you I sound like Milli Vanilli, so I can do it.
So, let's go. This is me and my young boy, Bro Moolah. Go.
Yaggah.
Yes, sir.
Woohoo. Woo. Premiere, y'all. Woo.
No witness get close. I see that chain up. You better take that chain up. Oh my, go. No business get close. I see that chain up. Everybody wanna kid. I'm the villain, Tommy shit was half a mouth is reckless, taking my own Give me back the Tommy's fire, and I can fire back and patient. I'm the light, turn patient like the pirate. I be shaking in the cold, I'm hard, but I'm old, but I'm trifling. I am just on me psyche, I need to try to hit I like sexy. Detail right now, he's a sentence that's the only right. All my focus, all my feet up, and my family. I'm like, no finish controls. I see that chain up. You better touch that chain up.
Back. Oh. And before you go, you will give us a little shout out for the show. You know what I'm saying? I got you. This one, you know what I'm saying? You know what I got you. Real good. So, yeah. Thank you so much. And look, see, I got to ask for consent, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All this copywriting and all that stuff, I do not want to get sued, all right? So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's how we roll. That's how we roll, y'all. Yes, indeed. Family time, baby. Family time. Yes.
So you were saying you have infused and not infused.
Because my company is a catering private event. So I could provide you with a full meal for your family, or I could do a private meal for you know what I mean? So it's like I do barbecue, so I do like if you wanted somebody to come make an extra barbecue, you buy the food, pay me my fee, and I'll put it back to the certified grill. Yeah, because I'm a certified grill master, so I've been cooking for 15 years.
I don't even know how to become certified. Like, how do you get
Professional.
I've been
Get
the certification. Okay.
So like cater, so like
do private catering. So like if I do more of like house catering. Like you want to set up a dinner party for 10, 20, 30, 40 people, however many you want, you know what I mean? Right. And then I come to you and we provide an experience. You just pay me my fee and you sit back and relax. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, everything. So but
I want to give a big shout out for those out there out here, man. Hey man, Richie, man, Richie, I see you, man. Yaggah, man. Bless up, man. Most
shout out to everybody
man.
That's live with us.
You know what I'm saying? Say real deal power love. Yes, indeed. We outside. Yes,
we
indeed.
Outside.
We outside. Yes, I gotta make sure I'm saying it right on point. Because I got an accent. I got that Wakanda accent. So I gotta say, we outside. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and the bishop Rich, brother. Yeah, bless up. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Vanilla Sky. Yes, indeed. We just played Vibe. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Y'all, man, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? We love the love, man. Y'all just is. I'm about to cry right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all inspire me. For you, won't be here right here. We gotta call. Hold on. Can I help you, Brother Trey? Hello, Brother Trey. Yeah.
So if I wanted to find you, if I want to, is it like a different link for everything, or is it like one spot to hit you? Like you got so much going on.
Okay. Find out. Like she's on volume 2. So her deal. Listen to us. I have it on TikTok. I know my volume is low. And then
the headphones up. I'm gonna be all right for right now. You good?
Yeah. Got to show you how. So everybody. I got you. Okay. Cool. Thank you. That's I'll be asking for that, so then we can get some more input Because Ruben told me that the video was lagging, so I think I signed up on the Radio Phoenix. I'm gonna make my own. Okay. Yeah. I could write back. I'm could write back.
I'm being respectful. Like my mama watching,
so I get you there. Thank you so much, Boston. Thank you. Yeah, we got a call in Tempe, so I guess her thought was a little bit louder. Yeah, but it's not, I can hear you. I guess you know. My career, I got all four right. Because I know I sound good, everything sounds good was awesome. But it was Yaggah. I was like, he's listening to the conversation too.
I believe it.
This mother. Finally, huh? Can I say finally now? Oh yeah. God bless America. That's what I say. God bless America. Yeah, anything is possible, man. Anything. I can't cuss because the kids are listening. I know my mom is probably watching, so I ain't going to say the words right now. Yeah, she's watching right now. Yeah, she's watching right now. All of them from West Africa.
Like midnight.
Okay.
It's like 8 hours, I think.
It's actually 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay. All right, that's not as bad as I thought.
I will call her.
I know. You like her.
I will wake her up. Man,
you better not call my mom at the night.
She calls me for church. She wants me to go to church.
Let's see what time of night it is.
I will call my mom. I will call my mom any day, man. She be calling me up from church about I'm praying and all that stuff. I'm like, Mom, I just got from work. Okay. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like pray for me, but please, just pray. Don't wake me up. I'm tired. I'm tired. I just woke up to see how you doing. Yaggah man. Shine Saudi in the building. Yes, and we just premiere, man. We just premiere Go by Saudi Most Different. And we play some MZ Mene, Black King, and Your Own by Chrissy Ash. And before we go on our continuous interview, yes, indeed, Dr. Sean, would you please help me pay some radio station bills? You know what I'm saying? Because I got to pay that bill, the FCC bill, Yaggah. Yeah.
Local businesses are often less likely to promote their products and services on the radio that large companies use. KRDP offers business sponsorship packages for a variety of this programming. If your local business is interested in reaching the KRDP listening audience and individual donor community, please contact 602-254-6636 or visit our website, KRDP.com, and click on the sponsorship button on the top menu, and then become a business sponsor from the drop-down menu.
Yaggah. I want to give a big special shout out to Richie on YouTube and Vanilla Sky for actually showing us some love on our stream live video, man. Yaggah all day. Y'all stay blessed, stay positive. Keep the movement pushing, man. That's what I'm saying. Keep the about a whole lot of business. You want to talk about money. All I heard was money in the background. I heard food.
Talk about food.
I heard money. I'm like, okay, I think there's a bag going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a company going on, but I'm not going to talk about food, from music to food. You are pretty much an entrepreneur. I was going to say Jay-Z. I was going to say, you know what I'm saying, all the black entrepreneurship. But to me, you're bigger than BT. If I can say that. you know what I'm saying? You're bigger than BT. I know BT got bought by somebody, but you are independent. You know what I'm saying? And I love independence when it comes to entrepreneurship, from music to just owning what you creating, what you invest in. And even when I was reading your profile, the one thing you just invest into the community, how your investment is into pretty much just not just helping others but also supporting. And to me, because I always believe in supporting, each other. I always believe in supporting our diaspora. What do you think? Why do you think it's so important to, to support each other, support your movement, support your entrepreneurship, just not just you, but just each other? Because I feel like in 2023, there's a tribalism amongst the diaspora right now, and our goal is to eradicate that. And you seems to be enhancing that. You seems to be pretty much inspiring us to the point that I'm just sitting down, like I let y'all talk, and I'm just gonna just be quiet and just educate myself. But then again, I'm hearing the substance about entrepreneurship that comes from you, and the challenges that you have to face. And why do you think self entrepreneurship wants to get to your field, wants to be their own business folks, their own hustle? Why do you think just independency, just to own, is so significant?
I feel like it's important so you have your own voice.
Yeah,
nobody can change you. Nobody can, you know what I mean? And it's good to support others because most of the time it costs $0 to support somebody. Like literally zero, by sharing, by being there, by just supporting, like, you know what I mean? Streaming music of your local artists.
Yes.
Showing up to somebody's event, or even just sharing the post, liking it, commenting, like, like small stuff like that. Like that type of support is free. And when people support me any type of way, I appreciate it wholeheartedly. Yeah. Because it's like, you know what I mean? I do things out of love. And when you do things out of love, it comes back regardless. I don't do any, like, you know what I mean? I don't be grinding people. I don't treat people bad. I treat everybody with love and respect. And it always comes back tenfold. You know what I mean? So just staying true to myself, honestly. Staying true to how my mama raised me, honestly. That's very important.
Yeah. I respect that. Respect the moms out there, man.
Thanks. Because I would never do nothing. My mama be like, you know what I mean? Like, even as an adult, like for real.
I know the feeling, man. That's why I hide. I still go to church even.
But my mom support me. She loved me. She, you know what I mean? Like with every adventure I ever chosen in life. I got your back. So it's important to have a support system as well.
Awesome.
Well, I want you to stay tuned because we're going to continue this interview because I know we are going to switch up to We On Point upcoming next with Brother Trey live and direct. But I know we want you all to stay tuned for our continuous interview with Saudi, most definitely. And we got Dr. Shine, pretty much just to educate us about, the music business, but also entrepreneurship and then the black diaspora, just for us to come and support each other, most definitely. So before we go, I want to just say thank you all for listening to us via KLDP. Stay tuned. We On Point is coming up next. And y'all stay tuned because we are watching you right now. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Yeah. Woo. Okay.
That's one time.
We have 5 minutes for interview. 5 minutes interview. And then pretty much, so this is the time where you can talk about money, weed.
Talk about money. We can talk about weed.
Yeah, yes. And then after that, we can have a.
We don't talk about money.
We can pray afterward. We can pray. Let me make sure that brother shoes over there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Well, yeah, it's amazing to me because whenever like this whole mind
I've just been performing, and it's like everybody's asking me where's the music at. So it's like, all right, let me just drop it and get it out there. But it's a whole new project. I'm not even gonna say a new sound, just a different sound for me. You know what I mean? Like still bars, still. I mean, I wanted to turn up. I want to turn up. I want to be in my car. I want the bass blowing the windows out. Like, I want everybody throwing ass. Like, you know what I mean? That's really the music I make, and that's my passion. Like, I want people to turn up. I want you to have a smile on your face. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to find that these days, especially in 2023.
I got a whole 18-minute project out right now. You can bust that out.
Yeah,
just 18 minutes.
Whoa.
It's a quick get to the point, but you're gonna want to play it like 20 times.
I'm gonna have to try this out.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 18 minutes.
From beginning to end, I'm telling you, it's gonna turn into like an hour because you're gonna be like, wait, I gotta go back. I gotta play that.
Again, before we wrap up today.
First and foremost, I want to shout out my mom. Love you, mama. Love you so much. Shout out my family. I shout out y'all, everybody for watching and listening in. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to my wifey, my baby, my rider. She's always by my side. If you see me, you're gonna see her. Make sure y'all follow her too at Juicy's Beads, because that's her company. We entrepreneurs. We got businesses. Like, we trying to just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Live the American dream. Shout out to Tom's Palms.
There you go.
Tom's Palms is a charity I work with that gives back to the less fortunate through the cannabis community. So
Yeah,
talking with them. Shout out to all my peoples. Shout out to all the smokers.
Jesus, amen. Hallelujah.
Shout out to my label. Most importantly, shout out to me. Because if it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't be here. Y'all listening to me.
I love it.
Yaggah.
And shout out to Yaggah. I appreciate y'all so much for having me. This is dope. This is important for the culture. Y'all better tap in and tell y'all promoters to book me. You heard?
There you go.
I keep on telling y'all, man, we ain't playing no game. We ain't playing no game, y'all. We ain't playing no game. This is serious business. Y'all get into it, you know what I'm saying? Get into the movement, or just give us the space so we can just keep
get out
walking.
the way.
Get out the way. That's what I gotta say. Get out. Give us, join in or just get out. You know what I'm saying? So I can keep on going up. The best, not like DJ Kappa. We're the best, okay? Because he thinks he's the best all the time. Even he lost to the artist that won the Grammy. What's his name? Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
Yeah, when they lost the Grammy, he was complaining on Twitter. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Your album was not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you have a bunch of artists to make you hot and stuff, but this dude actually literally just did his album from scratch. Mm-hmm. And last time I checked, the Billboard does not, award DJs. They award artists.
Yeah, artists.
I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But y'all ready for this unfiltered interview that we're gonna have on there live and direct? Yes, hide your kids, y'all. I don't want, and Mom, we're gonna talk about Jesus, okay? The herb of life. We're gonna talk about the cannabis business, just advertise it, just let everybody know out there. How did you start it?
I'm just going live on my Instagram.
Wait, back in the good. Oh yeah. Hold on 1 second. Can you hear Brother Trey? You hear music? You're sorry. What you hear music? Oh. Talk to me about what you so tired. Oh wow.
No, we can't do this. We got
This is live over here.
but it's not. Okay.
Let me make sure that hold on. 1 second.
I wanted to make sure. When he turned the mic on, and we,
Well, we live.
Brother Sal. I don't know if you know Brother Sal.
South.
Yes. He's right here next door.
You gotta say Shameless.
What up,
Yes,
though? What up, though?
Wait a minute, how you doing? We gotta catch
Hey,
and I see love in the building. You know, I love these folks right here.
awesome.
And look, this is our KRDP family. We have the they sexy and they got matches.
You heard what I thought?
In the morning. Oh damn, silver platinum with platinum. Ooh. Girl, and look at you, say George. Hey,
What
there's
up,
smoke
somebody?
coming off the mic, baby. Ooh,
We outside.
that would be outside, you know.
I appreciate you.
Hey, always